Welcome back everyone to my channel Chemistry Made Simple for NEET. I am Dr.Lekshmy Subramaniam with a PhD in Chemistry. I have already uploaded the lesson Polymers, and today I am going to discuss a few important MCQs from Polymers. So I would just like to mention one thing here. So for those who are appearing for NEET 2022, practice and practice. Practice as many questions as you can during the revision slot. This will help you judge how good you are at remembering concepts and formulas. If you are unable to recollect, you can refer to your notes and make concepts clear in a better way. So do keep this point in your mind, and we'll get through with the first question for today. So what is the first question? It is about addition polymerization. What is its other name? It's also known as A. Co-polymerization, B. Homopolymerization, C. Step growth polymerization, and D is chain growth polymerization. So the answer is option D, chain growth polymerization. So chain growth, from the name itself you can understand that how does addition polymerization occur? Through various steps which results in getting greater number of chain length, and in each step reactive intermediates produced are used for the next stage of growth of the chain. Okay, now what is the next question? Which of the following cannot undergo addition polymerization? A. Ethane, B. Ethene, C. Propylene, and D. Vinyl benzene. So answer is option A, ethane. So in addition polymerization, what type of monomers are involved? They are unsaturated compounds like alkenes, alkadines, etc. So because it does not involve the removal of molecules, and so for breaking the double bond it requires energy to progress. Next question, which of the following is not a suitable initiator for free radical addition polymerization reaction? A. Acetyl peroxide, B. Benzoyl peroxide, C. Terch butyl peroxide, and D. Benzoquinone. The answer is option D, benzoquinone. So what happens when benzoquinone combined with free radical intermediate? It forms a highly stable non-reactive radical because of the phenomena of resonance. So because of this, further progress is stopped, and so the reaction stops. Next question, in free radical mechanism, the step in which two very large free radicals combine with each other is called the dash step. A. Chain initiating, B. Chain propagating, C. Chain growth, and D. Chain terminating. So the answer is again option D, chain terminating. So in here the final step which the product radical react with each other and forms a polymerized product, that step is called the chain terminating step. So the other two steps here involves the reaction of one free radical with unsaturated molecule. Next question, you have to identify the chain initiation step of the polymerization of ethene in the presence of benzoyl peroxide initiator from the following. So we are getting four options here. So you have to identify the chain initiation step of ethene. So the answer is option A, that is C6H5 plus C2H4 gives C6H5 CH2 CH2. So benzyl peroxide, it undergoes homolytic fission and forms phenyl free radical. That is what acts as initiator here. So the first step is the addition of this radical to ethene double bond, and as a result a new and a free radical, larger radical is generated. So this step is called the chain initiating step. Now which of the following is used in non-stick pans? So you should be knowing this really well, because I remember we had discussed it in our session. So A. HDP, B. LDP, C. Teflon, and D. Orlon. So all of you know that the answer is option C, Teflon coating. So Teflon is a polymer of tetrafluoroethane, that is chemically inert, and it is resistant to attack by corrosive agents. Now what are the monomers of Dacron? A is ethane 1,2-diol and terephthalic acid, B is ethylene glycol and phthalic acid, C 1,3-butadiene and terephthalic acid, and D ethylene glycol and 1,3-butadiene. You are asked to find the monomer of Dacron. So the answer is option A, ethane 1,2-diol and terephthalic acid. So what is terephthalate or Dacron? It is a condensation polymer formed as a result of step growth polymerization of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. Now, what is the polymer obtained from the condensation of NH2 CH2 6 times NH2 and COOH CH2 8 times COOH? Is it A, option A, nylon 6,6, B, nylon 6, C, nylon 610, D, terylene? So the answer is option C, nylon 610, because what are nylons? So they are obtained by condensation between amines and dicarboxylic acids, which are polymers, and with amide linkage NCHO and hexamethylene diamine and sebacic acid from the polymer form the polymer nylon 610. Next, glyptal is obtained from the condensation polymerization of ethylene glycol with A, terephthalic acid, B, phthalic acid, C, isophthalic acid, and D, trimesic acid. So the answer is option B, phthalic acid. So what is glyptal? It is a polyester containing CCOO, COO linkages, which is obtained by a polycondensation reaction of ethane 1,2-diol and benzene 1,2-dicarboxylic acid of phthalic acid, which is a cross-linked polymer. Now, which of the following is not required for the production of Dacron? A, 450 K temperature, B, ethylene glycol, C, terephthalic acid, and C, triethyl aluminium titanium tetrachloride. So the answer is option D, because Dacron or terylene, it's a polyester of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid produced by heating both of them at 420 to 460, that is the temperature condition, and presence of zinc acetate antimony trioxide acting as a catalyst. Now, which of the following phenols are able to form novolag? A, M-hydroxybenyl alcohol, B, O-hydroxybenzyl alcohol, and P, hydroxybenzyl alcohol, C, 2,4-dihydroxymethyl phenol, and D, 2,4,6-trihydroxymethyl phenol. So the answer is option B, O-hydroxybenzyl alcohol and P, hydroxybenzyl alcohol, ortho and para. Because what is novolag? It is a linear chain phenol formaldehyde polymer. Ortho and para hydroxy derivatives of benzyl alcohol. So first it's formed by the reaction of phenol with HCHO, and what happens is that they further react with phenol and forms compounds having benzene rings, which are joined together by CH2 links called novolag. Now the polymer of type, you can see 4 times A, 3 times B, 4 times A, 3 times B, N times. A and B are two different monomers. That's called the dash copolymer. Is it alternating or block, graft, and random? So the answer is option B, block. So block copolymers are those in which blocks of each type monomer alternate with each other. So here what type of blocks we are having? A 4 times and B. These are getting repeated alternately one after the other. Now, which of the following is a monomer of natural rubber? Is it neoprene, isoprene, chloroprene, or butadiene? Answer is option B, isoprene. So what is isoprene? 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. So its linear chain gets repeated to form a natural rubber, also called as cis-1,4 polyisoprene, and here the monomers are linked by weak van der Waals forces. So the nature of this isoprene is elastic. Now, which of the following is incorrect regarding natural rubber? A, shows thermoplastic behavior, B, soluble in benzene, C, resistant to attack by oxidizing agents, and D, shows high water absorption capacity. Answer is C, resistance to attack by oxidizing agents. So you know, natural rubber, they are very soft at about 335 Kelvin, and then it shows brittle character at below 283 Kelvin. So it shows thermoplastic behavior, soluble in non-polar solvents like benzene, toluene, etc. Now vulcanization is carried out with which element? Is it sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen, chlorine? So answer is sulfur. Because what is vulcanization? We can improve the physical properties of natural rubber by just introducing sulfur crosslinks and reactive double bond sites. So we are doing it by heating rubber with sulfur and additive. Now X on polymerization gives neoprene. What is X? A, 1-chloro-1,3-butadiene, B, 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene, C, 1-methyl-1,3-butadiene, and D, 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. Answer is B, 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. So neoprene or polyisoprene What is it? It's a synthetic artificially made rubber obtained from addition polymerization of chloroprene, that is 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene by free radical mechanism. So the stability is better towards oxidation than natural rubber. So Buna and next question, it involves acrylonitrile as one of the monomers. Is it true or false? So answer is true, because Buna N, that is a nitrile rubber which is formed by co-polymerization of 1,3-butadiene and acrylonitrile, and Buna S is styrene rubber with vinyl benzene as one monomer instead of acrylonitrile. So hope you understood this, all these questions. So I've selected the most important questions from this unit, and I'll be adding more questions from each of the unit once I complete the chapter 11th and 12th NCERT all lessons, because I want to complete all the units well ahead of the NEET 2022 exams, because only then I can upload many number of most important MCQs which have been asked for previous years NEET papers, and as well as I want to include many tricks which you will be finding it really easy when you appear for the examination, and I will be uploading mind maps and the notes of various lessons. So you plan your studies accordingly, finish off the 11th portion, whichever units I have uploaded, then all the lessons from 11th and 12th. So I'll be coming up with the next unit at the earliest, and please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the session today. So until we meet next, bye for now.